Yeah, this is the walkthrough for the room ToysRUs in Troy Hackney. We've got our IP for VPN already connected. Start the machine. And we've got the challenge to use the tools listed below to narrate a server, gathering information along the way, and we're going to be using dirbuster, hydra, nmap, nikto, and metasploit. So we'll just wait for the IP address to come up so we can start. Okay, so we've got our IP address 10.10.106.51, so we'll copy that. And the first thing we'll do is we'll run an nmap scan. Just start a new terminal. So we'll do nmap. And we'll make it the IP address in there. Make it dash open. So we're scanning for the versions, operating system. T4 makes it run faster. You can have 1 to 5. Scanning all ports. Minimum rate 5000 makes it run quicker. IP address, and we're checking for all open ports. Okay, so while that's running, we'll look at the questions. What is the directory you can find that begins with G? So you can use dirbuster for this. We open a new terminal. Start dirbuster. And we've got to put our IP in here, so HTTP .106.51. Got to browse for a word list. So we'll go USR, share, word list, and we'll use dirbuster medium.txt, and we'll search for files HTML, PHP, and text files. Then we'll start that, see what we can find. And while that's running, we're going to look at our nmap scan, which is completed. So we've got port 22 is open, OpenSSH 7.2 P2. Port 80 is open, HTTP. It's Apache 2.418. And we've got port 8009 open, Apache JSON protocol version 1.3. And it's a Linux machine, so we've got all that. So we can check out the IP address on port 80. Unfortunately, ToysRUs is down for upgrades. Other parts of the website are still functional. You can have a look at the source page. View source. See if there's any hints on here. Unfortunately, no. No, just a photo. Okay, that's nothing there. So we'll see our all we found is index.html so far. And what are we looking for? What directory can you find that begins with G? Okay. So still looking for anything that begins with G. While that's running, we can also open a new tab. You can do gobuster. It's another directory scanning tool, and we'll put the IP in there. And we're using different word list, dirb common.txt, looking for the same files. We're using the 50 threads, and so we'll run that scan. So we can find anything with, begins with G. Still haven't found anything there. This one runs quicker, I think. It's running pretty quick. While we're waiting for that to finish, we can have a look at the other questions. What directory has basic authentication? We don't know that one yet. Whose name is? We've got to find a name in this directory. Once we find that, what other port serves a web service is open on the machine? We'll have a look at that. Is it 8009? No, that's incorrect. Serves a web service. Well, here we go. So we've found guidelines. Okay, so we can put in guidelines in there. It's correct. Whose name can we find in this directory? So if we have a look at that directory. Hey Bob, did you update the Tomcat server? So the name we found was Bob. Correct. What directory has basic authentication? So let's have a look at our directories again. Oh, there we go, we found guidelines on this one now. And what else did we find in the other one? Protected. /protected. So we'll have a look at that one. Okay, this site is asking for you to sign in, username and password. So that's the answer to that one. What directory has basic authentication? Yep, so protected. You need to get authentication to get in that directory. Okay, so what is Bob's password to the protected part of the website? Okay, here we're going to use Hydra, which is helps you find passwords. So we know that's finished now, so we don't need that anymore. So we can clear that and run Hydra, and we'll do Hydra -L Bob, which is the username, dash capital P and our word list rockU.txt. It's in that location. Just need to change our IP to the one we're using now, which is 106.51. And we're doing HTTP GET, and we're looking at protected. Let's see what password we can find. It's attacking. Oh, there we go. Found login Bob, password bubbles. So put bubbles in there. What other port serves a web service that's open on the machine? Alright, we haven't found any other ports. Maybe we should. We'll run the nmap scan again. Maybe get rid of that. See if we can see if it'll find it this time. Might have been scanning too fast. Didn't find all the ports. Skip the port. There must be another port on there, it's not showing. Two seconds remaining. Quick long 2 seconds. Well, that's finished. Let's have a look at the other questions. Use nikto with the credentials you have found to scan this directory. How many documentation files did nikto identify? Alright, so we can run the. Oh, that's finished now. Didn't find any other ports. Alright, so we'll run that again, but we'll make it. Get rid of this. And this. Make it do a bit slower scan, but it'll find all the ports. So let that run, and we can. So that's finished now, so we can close that one. We can run a nikto scan. And our IP is 10.10.106.51. But we need the port number, so we can't enter that one yet. So what is the server version? Don't know that one yet either. Gotta wait for this nmap scan to finish. Alright, so I'll pause the video and come back when the scan's finished. Alright, I'm back. I ran the scan again with the VVV and T4 because it was taking too long, and it's a stealth scan, and we found another open port 1234 open HTTP Apache Tomcat Coyote JSP engine 1.1. Okay, so what are the ports that serves the web service? I'd say it's 1, 2, 3, 4 for that one. Yep. What is the name and the version of the software running on from the question above? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Name and version of the software running. So I'd say we want Apache Tomcat 7.08 for that one. That's correct. Use nikto with the credentials you found to scan the manager HTML directory on the port above. Okay, so we've got to use this port 1, 2, 3, 4 for that. So we know it's 1, 2, 3, 4 now. And we're doing manager.html directory, yep. And bulb and bubbles. So we'll run that nikto scan. See what we can find. Successfully authenticated to Tomcat Manager application, so that's good. It's authenticated. So we'll come back to that one. What is the server version? Server version. So have a look at our nmap scan again. Is it Apache server header? Maybe it's Apache 2.418. Copy that. That's correct. What is the version of Apache Coyote is the service using? What version? So Coyote 1.1. Correct. Use metasploit to exploit the service and get a shell on the system. What user did you get a shell as? Alright, so we start metasploit. So do msf console to start it. And so Apache Coyote, we've got to try and find an exploit for that, I think. So if we have a look at this here, Apache 1.1. Oops. Let's copy that. And we'll look for an exploit on Google. We'll paste that in there. And we'll say exploit. Metasploit Apache Tomcat Coyote. So let's have a look at this one. Okay, so it looks like we can find an exploit on Metasploit. There's 3 modules you can use: auxiliary scanner, HTTP manager login. So we'll find your login credentials, and an exploit manager deploy, manager upload. So say we use this one, exploit multi HTTP manager upload. So go back to our. So if we search Apache Tomcat, and we've got 22 different things we can use here. So we'll have a look at where's the exploit. Exploit. There's auxiliary scanner, so that's what you use if you want to try and find the login details. But we already know it's Bob and Bubbles from before, so we don't need to use that one. Exploit manager upload. Try 7. So we use 7. Okay. So we'll do options to see what we need to set. for it to run. So we need the R host, we need R port, so we'll set R host 10.10. What was the IP again for our machine? 106.51 for the target. And we'll set the R port to 1234 because that's what the Tomcat's running on. What else we got to set? It says we don't need a password or username, but that will help if we've got one. So we'll set HTTP username to Bob, and we'll set HTTP password to Bubbles. What else have we got to set? It's already manager, target URL. Okay, that should be good to go. Now we just need our L host, which is our ToysRUs VPN, so I've got to change that to that. So set L host 10.8.98.254, which is my VPN IP from ToysRUs. Set that, and we should be able to run it. Executing, sending stage. And we have a metasploit session running, so we have a connection to the target. Alright, so we can do ls, and we can see the root there, home. So if we want to see what user we are, which is what the question asks you, you do the help menu. What user did you get shell as? So if we type in help, and we can see the help. We can get the working directory. We can upload files. Lots of different options there. We can do if config, IP config. Get UID. What is the user that the server is running as? So we'll do get UID. And server username is root, so we're root. So put root in there. What is the flag found in the root directory? So we just got to go to the root directory. We know we're in that. Where are we now? Do pwd. We're in the root directory. So if we do cd root and ls, we view the files, and there's flag.txt. So cat flag.txt, and there's our flag. So copy that, and we'll paste it in here. That's correct. Okay, so that's all done except for this one, nikto. So let's have a look at our nikto scan, see how it's going. Taking a really long time, but we might be able to find this another way. So you can find it that way, but it will take a long time. But what if we go back to our protected login here with our username, so Bob and Bubbles. Page is now moved to a different port. Okay, so it's 1234. No, it's not there. Strange. let's have a look at and close that one. Try 1, 2, 3, 4. Apache Tomcat, there we go. And we go manage app. Now try Bob and Bubbles. Sign in. Don't save. And we can see, so we're in the manager HTML directory of 1234, which is the same as this, manage HTML 1234. So it's searching for all the files. We have a look here. Well, how many documentation files did nikto identify? So we can have a look here and we can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'd say we're pretty right to put 5 in there, the answer. And there you go. That's it, all done. We stop the machine. And that's it. See you next time.